Hi there, and welcome to Concord High School's personal fitness class. My name is Mrs. Sigmund, and I'm looking very forward to working with all of you this semester. I wanted to go over the syllabus with you guys, and I thought the best way to do this might be in a format that's visual for you. So I've taken our class syllabus and put it into a Google slide deck. So hopefully it's easier for you to follow along this way. If you want to see the actual syllabus and you want that in front of you as well, if you go to Google Classroom, and when you open it, it should look something like this. And just as a note for you guys, I am going to use first hour to demonstrate this, but fourth hour personal fitness will look exactly the same. So what you're going to do is when you go into your stream, you want to go over to classwork, hit that, and then in the material section right at the top, you'll see CHS Health PE website. You're going to click that and then click the link that is connected to that, and it's going to take you to our class website. From here, being this is personal fitness, you're going to go over to the personal fitness tab and you're going to click it. Once you click it, you can scroll down and then you will see our class syllabus right here on the side. You then have the option to click it and it will pull it up for you so you can read it if you want to look at it while we're doing this, or if you want to look at it prior to watching this PowerPoint presentation. So going back to our presentation. I am very excited to start this year with you guys, like I already said. So we're going to go over the syllabus, kind of your expectations, what I expect from you, and what you can expect from this class. So I think for the remainder, I'm actually going to exit out of this so you won't be able to see my face, just because I want to make sure everything is up on the screen. So bear with me here. All right, so like I said, my name is Mrs. Sigmund. I graduated from Mason High School, and I also graduated from Central Michigan University. I have 2 bachelor's degrees, one in French and one in health and physical education. And I enjoy yoga and meditation, going for walks and runs, scrapbooking, DIY projects, and painting rooms around my house. I really like to paint accent walls, and I pretty much love being outdoors. I am married to my husband, whose name is Jason, and we have a beautiful daughter. Her name is Elizabeth Rose, and a dog. We call her a puppy, even though she's 5 and she's a boxer. Her name is Molly. Just a little bit more about me. My teaching philosophy is, I believe in teaching a broad spectrum of movement experiences to encourage students to identify activities that they can participate in for a lifetime. So my goal as your teacher is to help you gain the knowledge and skills that you need to succeed in every aspect of your life, and to help you maintain a healthy and active lifestyle, not just now, but also in your future. For the course description, so this course is designed to increase student awareness of their health and personal fitness. The goal is to motivate students to achieve lifetime personal fitness with an emphasis on the health-related components of physical fitness. In personal fitness, you will learn about body functions, principles of training and flexibility, mental wellness, safety, nutrition, goal setting, and strategies for longevity. Wellness, or striving to reach optimal levels of health, will be the cornerstone of this course and will be exemplified through students designing their own personal fitness programs. This will help the student learn about and apply the skills needed to achieve fitness and health throughout their lifespan. A little bit more for the course description. Our personal fitness course will incorporate instruction and development in each of the following areas. So we'll focus on goal setting for one of our areas of focus. We'll focus on exercise guidelines, principles of training and flexibility, cardiovascular and muscular fitness, nutrition, body composition and weight control, consumer issues related to health and fitness, stress and mental wellness, and finally, a personal fitness plan creation and evaluation. By the time the course is over, you guys will be able to promote personal health and prevent disease. You'll be able to practice positive mental and emotional skill building strategies. You'll be able to establish personal goals that are related to health and fitness. You will create a self-designed program that promotes health behaviors. You'll be able to understand the principles of training, including flexibility, muscular, and cardiovascular fitness. You will be able to understand the relationship between nutrition, body composition, and weight control. You'll be able to evaluate personal fitness goals and self-designed fitness plans. For instructional methods, I use a variety of instructional methods when we're in the classroom and when we are in the gym. Usually our day will start out in the classroom, and then we're going to learn the material that we then apply in the gym or the PE format. When I'm in the classroom, I use a variety of teaching techniques that may include lecture and note taking. It may include hands-on activities, activities that get you up and moving, group work, individual work. So I try to incorporate a variety of things and try to make the lessons as fun and interactive for you as possible. In the gym, you may see me use a command style teaching that's really more teacher directed of what to do and how to do it. I may practice something before I have you guys do it. Reciprocal is when I demonstrate and then I let you work with a partner, and then the partners, you guys will give each other feedback. Guided discovery, I might do where I am teaching the task at hand, but then I allow you guys to come up with a single outcome. Problem solving, and then exploration. So the exploration is mostly student-centered, and then you can move around freely while staying within safety limits. This might include, I might give you some free time to work on something that you want to work on, or the exploration will really come into play when you guys are developing and executing your personal fitness plans. For course materials, the things that you will need for a personal fitness class, that is a typo. So everybody will need a combination lock for the locker room, not just the ladies. If you plan to use the locker rooms in the gym, you will need to provide your own combination lock, as we do not have those. And if you do not provide your own lock and things are stolen, just remember that we are not responsible for anything that is stolen from the locker room. So if you want to keep your materials, your clothes, whatever you're keeping in your locker safe, make sure you get a combination lock for that. You will need tennis shoes to safely practice in daily activities. Like I said before, we might start out in the classroom and then we will move to the gym. So making sure that you have PE clothes every single day of the week, every day that you are in person, face-to-face is essential. And then having appropriate PE attire, which we are going to go over the guidelines for what is appropriate and what is not appropriate here in a little bit. For class procedures, if we are in the gym, I will dismiss you 7 minutes before the bell rings if we're outside, and 5 minutes if we're inside before the bell rings. You will have a pre-fitness test and a post-fitness test. If I have you for a semester, the full year, there may be a mid-fitness test as well. But the pre-fitness test is basically, I will have you do certain activities, and then I am going to record your scores for those things. You're also going to self-assess yourself during the pre-fitness test and the post-fitness test, and then kind of strategize around those to set some goals when you create your personal fitness plan. There will be a midterm exam that's worth around 100 points, and this is going to be a comprehensive exam of everything that we cover in the first half of the class, whether that's the first half of the semester, if you're in this class just for a semester, or it's going to cover the full first semester if you are in period 4 and you're in this class for the whole year. It's going to be completely comprehensive because what we cover in the first few weeks of class is essential for when you create your personal fitness plan. Students will be expected to dress and participate on a daily basis. So again, make sure that you have clothes every single day. There will be a few days that maybe we aren't in the gym, but most of the days we're going to be both in the classroom and the gym. And when we start class, if you're face-to-face, make sure that you are starting in my classroom, which is right by the band room, right outside by the cafeteria. If we are going outside, make sure that you have appropriate attire. If the temperature reaches 45 degrees, if it's 45 degrees or above, we may go outside. So make sure that if it's cooler and you're in first hour, that you have long sleeves or a jacket if you get cold. Students are expected to stay in authorized areas only. So you're expected to stay with me until you're dismissed to go to the locker room. And if you do not stay with me in the predetermined authorized areas, then consequences may occur for that. If you are not dressing for PE on any given day, you still need to report to my classroom or the gym, and you are not able to just hang out in the locker room. Students are expected to follow all safety precautions discussed in class and in the weight room. And before we go to the weight room, we will discuss the safety precautions for using the equipment. To give you an idea of when we are in the gym, you have a daily participation rubric. You can get up to 20 points a day when we are in the gym or the weight room for participating. And 20 points is 100% participation in assigned activities. You're cooperating with others, you're showing respect for yourself and others, you're displaying a positive attitude, and you're working as part of a team, and you're also dressed in proper PE attire. Here's another typo down here, so sorry. 0 points is 20% participation or less in assigned activities. You're not cooperative, you're not being respectful, you're not trying to work as part of a team, and you may not have dressed that day. So moving on to consequences for inappropriate behavior, I am going to follow the following 3 steps. Will be incorporated when inappropriate behavior is acknowledged. So first warning is the student will receive a verbal warning of his or her behavior and will be asked to correct that inappropriate behavior. Second warning is the student will be asked to take a moment for themselves in the hall to recompose themselves. I will then speak with you individually, and you might receive an alternative assignment or an alternative seat assignment if we're in class or detention, depending on, what behavior was an issue and how that conversation goes. And then the third warning is the student will be removed from my room and placed in the office. At this point, parents will be notified and a conference may be recommended with me and the parent, or me and the parent and the principal. And then the severity clause, I just want to let you know, I basically reserve the right to send any student to the office immediately, depending on the offense. If the behavior is really out of line, then you could skip from the first warning to the third warning. So absences and late work. Students will be responsible for gathering makeup work from the class website under the Absent tab. Assignments for completion along with instructions will be listed under the date of the absence. So when you go in that Absent tab, the date, if there's anything that we did in class that you actually have to turn in, that date will be listed under that Absent tab, and you can click on the date and go in and see all of the work that you missed and will need to turn in. If you are absent the day of a test, you will need to take the test the day that you return to school. If you're absent the day of a project, the project is due when you return. Late work must be completed before the end of the unit. So any late work will not be accepted past the quiz or test date for each unit. If you are in the semester-long class, our units are very quick because there's a lot of material that we're scrunching into one semester. So you're looking at a unit every week pretty much. If you are in the year-long class, units may be around 2 weeks long. Projects will be accepted late and given 1 full grade lower for each day they are late. If you are absent for a test, you will need to find me to make that up outside of class time. No tests will be given during class time because, again, our time is special. We want to make sure that we are actually moving forward with the material in that time. And if you're taking a test during class time, then you're going to miss the material that's being covered that day. And then you guys can access all of the notes and assignments on our class website. I use Google Classroom for our assignments and everything like that, and I will update the notes to Google Classroom as well. But if there's a worksheet that you've misplaced, that you can't find, that you need another copy of, those will be available in our website under the website tab. Let's see if I can pull it back up really quick. Oh, that's not it. Show you what it looks like. All right, so you're going to see the edit view because it's on my side, but when you go into the website, if you scroll over to personal fitness, you'll see all of the units listed down here like this. Say you're missing the third assignment and it's from intro to personal health. Those assignments are going to be placed here. The worksheets and whatever we cover, the notes will be placed here so you can come access that at any time. And then parents, if your parents want to see what we're doing in class, they can access it on there at any time as well. So moving on to locker room rules and procedures. When we are in the gym, if we start in the gym for class, you need to be in the gym before the bell rings, and you need to stay inside the gym until the bell rings at the end of class. Students must be in the gym before the tardy bell, or they will be marked tardy on days that we begin in the gym. No food or drinks are allowed in the locker room or the gymnasium. No chewing gum in the locker room or the gym. And being respectful and accepting of everyone around you is one of my key rules. Only body positive comments are allowed. Don't linger in the locker room, get in, change your clothes, and then proceed to your spot in the gym for attendance. Do not share your lock, or your combination with anyone. And then horseplay of any nature will not be tolerated in the locker room. It is your responsibility to lock all of your valuable items in your locker during PE class. If items are lost or stolen in the locker room, the PE department or Concord High School is not responsible to recover those items. So please make sure that you're not bringing valuable items into the locker room. This rule is very strict. No cell phones at any time are allowed in the locker room or the gym. And I just wanted to kind of point out that it is illegal for any person to make a video, record, or transmit live video of another person in a locker room or restroom. So that is why when we move from the classroom to the gym, I will be taking all cell phones and Chromebooks before we go into that area. And if we do find out that there's a cell phone in one of those locker rooms or someone has been recorded, some serious consequences will take place after that. Showers are available for use, but you must provide your own towel and ensure that the water is off when you are finished. If you need to use the restroom while in the gym or outside, you must get permission from me first. This is to ensure your safety. And it's recommended that you switch your PE clothes for clean ones often. I recommend bringing in a clean set every day so if you're face-to-face on Monday, Tuesday, then bring in those clean clothes on Monday. If you're face-to-face on Thursday, Friday, bring in those clean clothes on Thursday and then take them home the last day. This will, you could even leave them in the locker room and then bring in new clothes the next week. So then that way you ensure that you always have a set available. All right, so PE clothes. You must change into appropriate PE clothes, or PE attire as I call it, unless told differently by me. Shorts of appropriate length. You can see the student dress code for this and material. So no jean shorts or khakis will be allowed. For leggings, I'm only going to allow athletic leggings in class, no material that is see-through. No, only t-shirts, no tank tops. Sweatpants and sweatshirts, as long as they meet the CHS dress code, are approved. And then athletic shoes. So making sure that you have tennis shoes, shoes that tie. So no Crocs, sandals, boots, heels, slippers, flip-flops, or shoes that you can't tie tightly. And this is really for safety, because if you're not wearing proper attire, you could easily receive an ankle injury, and I don't want that to happen to you guys. You may consider bringing a light jacket or sweatshirt and keeping that in your locker. We will go outside if the weather is a little bit cooler. It's your choice, but just know that it's Michigan, so in the fall it can get really chilly. I prefer that no school-issued athletic jerseys are worn during PE class, and students must participate in class in order to be in that day's athletic practice or event. For the no dress policy, if you fail to dress in proper PE attire, it will hurt your grade, and it is your responsibility to have something to wear and to remember to bring in those clothes. For absences, medical notes, and parent notes, so just as you have work that you miss in other classes, you will have work that you miss in PE as well. You will not receive daily participation points if you're absent and do not participate. If you can prove that you can follow the 4 daily participation guidelines, which were listed on the participation daily rubric, if you can follow those on a regular basis, you will be allowed 3 absences per quarter without having to do any makeups. So that's 6 absences per semester. If you have not met the daily participation guidelines on a regular basis, then you will have to do one of the following to make up the points that you lost that day. The first one is to meet me before or after school on Mondays and Wednesdays and complete 15 minutes of running, jumping rope, stair climbing, or 20 minutes of speed walking, aerobics, yoga, or meditation. The second one is using a personal fitness app such as MyFitnessPal, Fitbit, etc., and participating in an activity of your choice for 15 to 20 minutes. Once you complete that, you need to show me like a screenshot of your app to earn those points. And then the last one is to participate in a physical activity of your choice for a minimum of 20 minutes after school or on the weekend, and then have your parent or guardian sign the absence activity makeup sheet as a witness to your activity completion. You will then turn that sheet in to me. Athletic practices will not count towards your makeup points unless you discuss that with me beforehand, me and your coach beforehand. If you come to PE with a parent note, you will not have to participate, but you will also not earn any participation points. So that means losing 20 points each day that you do not participate. A parent note for illness is only good for 2 days, and then at that point you will need a note from the doctor saying that you need to be excused. School-related absences will not count against your participation grade. So if you are on a class field trip or something like that, you do not have to make up those days. Long-term injuries may require written work to substitute for participation, and absence points must be made up before the end of the semester to receive points. It is your responsibility to make sure that this gets done. Points may be banked ahead of time. If you know you're going to miss class 2 weeks out and you want to make up that work beforehand, you can completely do that. Just let me know that you want to do that, and then choose one of those 3 options that I mentioned before. All right, equipment use. So students are accountable for the equipment being used in class. If equipment is set up in the gym or the weight room when we get there, please do not touch it without my permission beforehand. A lot of times I will set things up before we get there so it's ready for us to use. And then treat our equipment the same way that you treat your smartphone or your tablet. The equipment is not cheap, and we want to make sure that it lasts as long as it can and that everybody is able to use it. And then finally, one last thing to add to this that I did not put in the slides, because of the coronavirus, We will be required to clean all equipment that we use directly after we use it. So if we're in the weight room, then and you're using a 5-pound dumbbell, then directly after you're finished with that, you need to sanitize it and then let it sit for at least 10 to 20 seconds, whatever it says on the sanitizer, to make sure that it is completely sanitized. And we're doing this as an extra precaution to make sure that we're not passing around the coronavirus. For course evaluations and assessments, 20% of your work is going to be written work, so that includes quizzes, tests, and homework. 20% will be skills, so like a skill review and safety protocols. 15% will be online participation via discussion boards, Google Classroom, and homework. And then 15% will be daily participation, so dressing in proper PE attire, personal social behavior, effort, attitude, and being respectful. For the daily participation, for those of you who are completely virtual, as long as you are sending me the videos that I ask you to send me of the materials that we are covering, or if it's for homework, then you will earn those 20 points for participation. And then lastly, 30% will be your personal fitness plan, execution, and evaluation. So this will be your final project submission. I will try to upload grades on a weekly basis, but I am human and sometimes forget, so bear with me on that. And then for a grading scale, just so you can see that. All right, so I'm going to show you kind of a class outline so you have an idea of what we're going to cover in class when. And then you're going to have access to this slide deck, so you can come in here and look at it with a fine-tooth comb if you want to a little bit later. So our Unit 1 is an introduction to personal health, and that's going to last about 3 days. Then we're going to move into Unit 2, which is goal setting and guidelines for exercise. Unit 3 is going to be principles of training and flexibility. And then Unit 5 is cardiovascular and muscular fitness. Unit 6 is nutrition, body composition, and weight control. Unit 7 is consumer issues related to health and fitness. And then Unit 8 is stress and mental wellness. And then after Unit 8, we're going to move into your personal fitness plan guidelines and creation. And then for the remainder of the semester, you're going to execute your personal fitness plan and record your results. I really want you guys to self-assess how your personal fitness plans are going, and if you are getting close to reaching the goals that you set in the beginning of the semester. So that's kind of an outline of what the semester is going to look like. If you have any questions about that, please feel free to let me know. And then finally, what I would like you guys to do is I would like you to take a survey. It's in Google Forms. So when you click on it, it will take you to this Google form, and I would like you to fill it out, and please be honest with me. I'm doing this because I want to know a little bit more about you guys, and I also want to know what types of class activities you like, what types of assessments do you like best, because I know not everybody is good at taking tests. I've always had test anxiety, so letting me know, maybe you're not all that great at a hard copy format test, multiple choice, and essay. Maybe you really thrive when it comes to creating projects. So letting me know those things. And then there are just some questions that will help me get to know you a little bit better as well. So please be truthful when you fill this out. I really do plan to use this to help gauge what we will be doing in the classroom. All right, and then daily logistics. So kind of an outline for you guys so you know what to expect. Like I said before, we will be starting in the classroom every day. And when you get to the classroom, you will fill out the daily check-in sheet once you arrive to class. So when you go into your Google Classroom and you go to the materials section, you see the daily check-in material right here. You're going to click that and then click the Google link. It's then going to take you to a daily check-in form, and we are going to ask all students to fill this out when they arrive to class. So once you do that, you are then going to answer the 4-week sheet question that's on the board and record your answer on your 4-week sheet. The 4-week sheet is also under Google Classroom, which I talk about in our first unit PowerPoint. But for you guys here right now, it's under materials. You go into 4-week sheet and then you click the 4-week sheet attachment. Once it pops up, come up to file and then hit make a copy. Then you're going to fill out the week, which this week's date, this week is going to be the week of 8/24/20 through 8/28/20. And then scroll down to Thursday because that's the day we're going to start on. And the question for Thursday is, what does personal fitness mean to me? So you're going to fill out that question and then answer that. And you're going to do this every day along with that daily check-in. At the end of 4 weeks, I will collect this sheet and you will get points for that. And after you have done those 2 things, you're going to wait for further instruction. And so I also want to show you a beautiful picture of me. I think I'm probably in 5th grade here, to give you an idea of what my first computer looked like, to let you know that I am pretty good with technology, but there are times that I struggle. So I just want you guys to know that we are all in this together and we'll get through this together. I may make some mistakes because I am human, but we will definitely get through this together. And I may sometimes ask for your help when it comes to technology. So if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. You can email me or call me. And if you go to our website and you go over to contact, you can scroll down and my email's right there along with my class phone number. I'm looking very forward to working with all of you guys. And I hope you have a wonderful week.